students. You are welcome to SPSC e-lessons. I hope all of you are fine and doing good. As you know that in the previous two videos we have been talking about reactions of metals, and we have seen that some of the metals react very violently, others react slowly, and some do not react at all. So only the ones which do not react, they are found in the nature as pure metals, for example silver and gold, while all other metals which react either slowly or violently, they are found in the form of their compounds or in the form of their ores. So ores are the mixtures of metal along with some non-metallic part. For example, most of the metals react with oxygen or sulfur to form their respective oxides or sulfides. So in ores, they are found in the form of oxides or sulfides mostly, but there can be some other compounds as well. So we have to see in this lesson that how can we obtain pure metal out of these ores. So our topic for the day is extracting metals from their ores. But before starting the very topic, firstly we will see the sight words. The very first sight word is ores. Ores are those compounds which have the metal in abundant amount, but along with metal there are so many non-metallic parts which are attached to the metal. Then is electrolysis. It is a process of breaking down a chemical compound by passing electricity through a solution or the metal in the liquid form. Then is electrode. These are the conductors which separate the positive and negative ions present inside the solution or inside an electrolyte. Then is alumina. Alumina is the pure aluminium oxide through which we can extract the pure aluminium metal. Then is smelting. It is a process of extracting metals from their ores which involves heating and melting. Then is blast furnace. It is that container in which we extract iron from its ore hematite. The furnace means the machine or the container which is having a very high temperature. So in the blast furnace there is an extremely high temperature which melts the iron. Because there are so many different compounds in an ore, so it is always difficult to extract metals from their ores. The process of extraction is thus divided into two stages. The number one is that metal is firstly separated from the rock and waste material such as dirt or any other rough particle. In the second stage, when the metal is free of waste material and rock particles, then the metal is extracted from the metal compound, that is oxide or sulfide or any other compound of the metal. So as we have seen the reactivity series, that some of the metals were highly reactive, some were less reactive. So let's see that which metal can be extracted more easily. The highly reactive metals form stable compounds. So to break this stable compounds and extract the metal is somewhat a difficult task and it requires more energy. So we apply the process of electrolysis in which we pass the electric current, or we can say that electric energy is supplied to extract the metals which are highly reactive. Then the lower metals in the reactivity series are less reactive metals. So they form less stable compounds which can more easily be separated by melting. And let's see how can we extract aluminium. As aluminium is a highly reactive metal, so it forms stable compounds. Those stable compounds cannot easily be broken down, so we apply a very high temperature to let the aluminium dissolve in the solvent. That temperature is about 950 degrees centigrade. After that, we apply graphite electrodes, which are positive, and graphite electrode to the lining of the cell which is negative. The outer lining of the cell is made up of steel. As the aluminium passes out, as you know that bauxite is the aluminium ore, which is aluminium oxide. So the molten aluminium is collected downwards while the oxygen present in the compound is bubbled out through the cell. So this is the way how aluminium is extracted from its ore, that is bauxite. See the extraction of iron. Iron can be extracted by the process of smelting. Iron is the second most abundant metal which is found in the earth's crust, and it is mostly used in making several items which are used in our daily lives. So this is the furnace in which we extract iron. Firstly, from here the iron ore, which is hematite, along with coke or carbon and limestone, it is added down through this inlet. It moves downward, and as we move down into this furnace, the temperature keeps on increasing. The very high temperature will be at the bottom of the furnace because hot air is blown inside the furnace through these two inlets. As you know that hematite is the iron ore which is made up of iron oxide mostly. So oxygen from this iron ore moves upward while the molten iron moves downward, and it gets collected here. This oxygen combines with carbon present in this mixture, and it removes the carbon dioxide as a waste gas through these outlets. The molten iron is collected through this outlet, and we call this as the process of smelting, which is used for extracting iron. This was all about today's lesson. I hope this will help you solving the assignment number 7. See you in the next assignment. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.